Milan, how do you feel about your first lesson of Chinese?
I mean, it was a great first lesson. I mean, I've till now I've heard that Chinese is very difficult and you need 5 to 10 years of very dedicated practice every day in order to speak, and so there's this whole impression that it's very difficult. But I was just hoping to learn how to pronounce names of streets or people properly, and I think that this first lesson itself gave me so many resources to do that. So I think with some practice on my own and with some of these resources, I should hopefully be able to pronounce things in a better way than I do right now, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. Do you think Chinese is difficult?
I think so because for other languages I've learned like some other languages in a couple of years, and it's easier because they don't have so many like characters to remember, and in Chinese you have to remember those characters, so I think that makes it slightly harder. Also it may be different from the other languages that I know, but I think that with a few years of dedicated practice, it should be doable, hopefully.
As well, someone is learning computer science, and do you find any patterns of the language? Any something similar?
Yeah, so I mean, so in this one lesson, I only learned some Pinyin rules, and those rules are very logical, and I think it's a well-designed system. I mean, it's such a complex language, and the phonetics are so complicated, but I think the Pinyin writing system is very logical, and it captured the complexity of how to speak the language. So I think, yeah, the rules in Pinyin are very logical and nice to see.
What do you feel about Chinese character? I know it's very different from English and other languages.
Um, yeah, I think that it's again a very like logical system, but it's also like you need to a totally different perspective. You can't come from like English or like Hindi or Kannada, the languages that I know. They're just phonetic like scripts, and I think you need to look at it from a totally different perspective, a totally open mind, and I think it's a very like it's amazing that it's thousands and thousands of years old, this writing system, and it's persisting. But yeah, it'll be a challenge for someone like me